Good morning, everybody, and welcome. I am live from Rising Sun, Indiana at the Ohio Valley River Cats Tournament, where they're getting ready to launch here in about 15 minutes. 172 boats is the number this year. Down a little bit. Last year, I think they were over 190 boats, and the year before that was 200, but it is pretty cool to see the takeoff, so I thought I'd ride down here and say hi to some folks and just watch the takeoff this morning. I'm not fishing it. I took some time off from the tournament, so we got Mr. Ryan Bortz is out there. He's about right about there. So, seen him. Kayak Mike is out there as well. He just launched. I don't know where. I didn't see where he went. They're pulling off the banks now. They just had the captain's meeting and are getting ready to launch. The view might be, there's no way for me to really zoom, but they go all the way down. They're spread out for right now about a half a mile on this river. And, whoa, that lost the camera here. But it's really cool to see them. They'll get ready here in, like I said, in 14 minutes. Steve Hannon, who does the Rising Sun tournament every year, he will start the countdown. They were all given a number 1 through 172, and then he will holler out with a megaphone and let them launch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. So it's pretty fun. There's Big Bill. Big Bill's fished this before. Like I said, I haven't done this the last 2 years. Bill did it last year. He tried to talk me into it this year, but just haven't been feeling the tournament scene and trying to get everything else done. We got catfish regulators in here. He was first. Minnow dunkers have a safe trip and headed to Houston, Texas. They're in Arkansas right now. We got Mark from Catfishing Crappie, Wabash Nate, Fishing with the Squirrels, Stonefly 71, Chad Nolte, Muskrat Adventures, Dale Hayslip. Then, like I said, Mr. Big Bill. I just figured I didn't know if anybody had ever a lot of people had seen this kind of takeoff before, and hopefully the camera will at least do it somewhat justice. Being out in the middle of it is a totally different story. You've got everything from, right down here in front of me, looks like a little, tracker, probably a 16-foot tracker that is like my boat, a bass boat, all the way to these big, monster cat, sea arcs, Lund boats. I don't know if you can see this one right down here in front of me. That looks like a houseboat. But they, monster engines on them, 300s, 350s. Some of these boats will do 70 mile an hour. And hopefully, right now, the way it's looking, a lot of boats are lined up to go upriver. There is some boats, like I said, look down here to my right that are going to go downriver. But looks like we got a good nest of boats right here in front of us. Eddie Gross, good morning. Brokeback Bob, what's up, buddy? I was trying to find the best place right here. I've walked up and down this bank trying to find a place where I can maybe be able to get the best view, but I think this was what I figured out to be my best. So if you're interested, tonight at 4 p.m. on Kayak Mike's YouTube channel, link is in my description. He will be doing the live weigh-in. And then day 2 tomorrow, it is at 3 p.m. He will also be doing the live weigh-in for this tournament. So if you guys are interested, go check him out. Mr. Hogleg, what's going on? We got some engines started so far, but it's a different sound when the takeoff starts. A lot of them right now are still sitting out there they're just anchor locked with their trolling motor. Some of them have their boats at idle, just kind of moving up and down as the current flows. There's not a lot of current down this way today. It breaks. Me and Mike was talking about it. Up in Cincinnati, it's about 1.5 miles current, but when it gets down here, the river widens and the current drops. It was about 0.7, 0.8 down here. So I expect that a lot of anglers down here will be dragging baits. But you think 172 boats, and I think this stretch from dam to dam is a little over 80 miles. So that's a boat every half mile catfishing. So assuming that they don't lock through, some of these guys will actually lock through at Markland, which is about, I don't know, 20, 25 miles south of here. And then some will go all the way up to J-Dog's house, which is about 60 miles. So they'll go all the way up to that dam and fish. But some of them will lock through, even like Markland, and they've went as far as Louisville, Kentucky, which is about a 2-hour boat ride for an 8-hour tournament. Kneeling on this stuff was not good. Bumping Mike Greenwell, what's up? Gene Tillman, you absolutely can, Muskrat. A lot of guys are very friendly even before in the catfish world. They have conversations. If you listen closely, you can get some secrets, but you got to put the puzzle together. But after a weigh-in, probably not day one, but day two, you get more and more information. The sky is beautiful. I actually got a picture earlier. It was a pink and blue. I'll drop my coffee. It was a pink and blue sunrise, man. It was beautiful out here. It just looks to be a good day. I think the high today was like 78 up here. So these guys should have great fishing weather today. Possible rain tomorrow, but don't look as bad as it was. Double Hook Angling is only 23 away from hitting 500. Go check Double Hook Angling out. I seen Teen Snagging Whiskers is closing in as well. He was at 420 something yesterday. So go check him out. I know Mr. Ray Ferguson, who was on Palmetto Cats the other night. He's out here in this tournament too. I didn't run into him. I didn't see him. He may have already been out in the water when I got here. Big Bill, I don't know. Dee and I talked about going out this evening, but more than likely, this stretch of river is going to be heavily fished today. We may go above Meldal today. I don't know. This evening. Got a lot of pontoons out here. Some beautiful boats, beautiful wraps on some of these boats, man. I really thought Big Bill would be in this year. He was my odds-on favorite to win it outside of Ryan Bortz. I think it was him and Bill might have came close to winning this thing, but Kayak Mike, no offense to his stature, he may have come up short today if he watches this. Looks like we're down to about 5 boats still sitting perched on the bank here, but everybody else looks like they're probably out in the water waiting. I fished this tournament a couple years in my little Tracker 175, and I can tell you, you're in a small boat in a tournament like this, stay to the side. Them big engines create so much weight taking off, and they go so fast. You're definitely want to stay out of their way for safety. I seen 2 years ago I was in it, and a guy was literally it looked about 3 foot wide, 4 foot wide John boat out in the middle of them, and I was so nervous for him. The final boat count was 172 boats this year, Mike. It's down about 20, 30 boats from the previous couple of years, but still a heck of a number. At least this year, and it may change tomorrow, but the fog is not bad this year. Normally this time of the year, especially the second day. The fog is really bad. We fished it. I fished it 3 and 4 years ago, and the first year that I fished it, the fog was so bad we couldn't see the tip of the boat, and we ended up beaching the boat. It was pretty scary. But I've seen them take off in the fog, and it's amazing. These guys, 50 mile an hour up through the fog and chance it. They're insane. Bullock, I would not put your boat on this river, brother. Because you got to think too, you got 172 boats taking off right now, but this afternoon, you'll still have pleasure boaters that haven't put their boats up yet on top of barges, and we almost ran into a barge a couple years ago in the fog. We got 4 minutes to launch. There they go, getting their horns blowing. Oh, they're launching a couple minutes early. There you go. Hey, there they go. You hear all the engines revving. I get cold chills. Look at them waves starting. I'm going to pull it up here, see if we can get a better angle. Look at that. Already all the boats are starting to jump on the waves, man. You can see the wake out in the middle from these boats taking off. So far, only one boat has taken off downriver. Everything is going upriver right now. I wish this thing had zoom. We're only up to about 44 on the takeoff. There goes some boats going south. You see the water. You can see the water up here. We'll pan over this way. Downriver is still very calm. There goes some boats starting to go that were going south. But it's like a drag strip when these boats start taking off, man. Just to hear the motors revving up and going. We're up to 71. We're almost halfway point. What do you think, Kelly Bullock? You think you'd be out there in the middle of that with your bull boat? Like I said, I don't think the camera can even do it justice. The waves that I see out there right now. Yeah, I know. A couple years, the last time I did this, there was so much wake I couldn't get my boat on plane. The tip of my boat was just going left and right, going left, right, left, right. And I was just trying to plow through about 8 mile an hour. Looks like the Fox on the weekend. We're over 100 now. We got about 70 boats left sitting here. Steve was nice enough to give him a couple minute head start. Oh, he's giving them by tens now. He's letting them go. Oh, there's 140. Look at that. I don't know if you see that. Oh, man. That dude is plowing. It's just hitting them waves, man. Just water going everywhere. I love it. Oh yeah, Mike. These waves will be cracking for 10, 20 minutes, easy. There goes through 160. That guy right there is taking off. He's like me. I'm like, I'll just wait. Here comes the big monster boat right here. And he is still getting twisted left and right, trying to get his boat straight. There he goes. Some boats still haven't even, they're still sitting here even though they could take off. You got the boats out there. They're just like, I'm going to let this chill out and I'm going to go find a place to fish. So that's what some of these guys do. If you're not one of the first, 50 boats, you're in a lot of wake, man. Can you hear the waves crashing down there? Oh, I bet you have some monster takeoffs down here in Okeechobee, them bass tournaments. And there they go up through there. They're still going. And I will say, Bill, it looks like as of right now, from what I can see, your fishing hole is still open if you want to go down here and fish it. Nobody knows about that fishing hole. Still got some boats trying to take off. They're like, whew. But I think, if I remember correctly, whenever I relaunched 2 years ago, the wake, and we were in the middle of the pack, was like 4 to 5 foot waves. It was insane. Oh, Bill, I was out here giving coordinates to your fishing hole to a couple people. That's right. If you ain't first, your lad, you got to get to them spots first. For the first time I did this tournament, I just became a boat owner. Didn't have rod holders or nothing on my boat. And it's pretty cool because when you come up here and it's dark, this whole bank line for about a mile is people parked their boats. They beach it. And I pulled up, and the gentleman next to me looks at me and said, "Y'all bass fishing today?" Little did he know I'd catch 2 channel cats that year. Yep. Here goes the last of the boats. They're finally deciding it's safe to take off. And Steve, if you're watching, I met a gentleman here and his daughter named Steve today. He walked up and said, "Are you Chad?" And I said, "I think so. Depends on who you are." He was a faithful follower of the bait shop. Nice to meet somebody out here. All right, folks. Again, Kayak Mike, 4 p.m. Eastern today. We'll be doing the live weigh-in, and 3 p.m. tomorrow. This is a 2-day tournament, 172 boats. First place, $10,000. And then big fish, I'm not sure what they, depends on how many entries they had, what they were up to, but that's typically thousands of dollars as well. So tune in to Kayak Mike to see how these ladies and gentlemen do. We've got a lot of people from our community. Like I said, Ray Ferguson, Kayak Mike, Pam Hollinger, Ryan Bortz, to name a few, Mark Blavault, that are out here fishing this today. So wish everybody luck. It's over 5,000, Bill, for big fish. So really awesome to see. It's a really great run tournament. If you're ever interested, they do it the weekend after Labor Day every year. This is the 17th year in a row that they've done this out of Rising Sun, Indiana. And it's Ohio Valley River Cats presented by G3 Boats. If anybody's ever interested in it, guys, gals, I am going to get out of here. I don't know. I just love to watch this. Being out in the middle of it is even more awesome, but thought you guys might appreciate it. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get up the road. I'm going to go see if the wife is awake yet and go to hit the bait shop and prepare to go maybe fishing this evening. All right. Peace out. Love y'all.